In case you guys didn't know, there's more than one trial currently going on right now, and in the periphery, I've been paying attention to this one, updating everybody whenever there's relevant information coming out, and it's all wrapped up, and Michael Sussman is free as a bird right now. I'm sure nothing nefarious happened to any of the jurors that were sitting there in the box. I'm sure they definitely didn't wake up in the morning with a horse's head in their bed that had an "I'm with her" sticker on the neck. I'm sure that definitely didn't happen. So let's take a look at what's happened so far. Jury finds former Clinton campaign lawyer not guilty of lying to the FBI. No, definitely not. Nope. It's not like it's been documented, and it's not like it's corroborated by other outlets, other agents as well, his employers. Nope, definitely. Nope, nothing like that. Couldn't have possibly have happened. A jury on May 31st found former Hillary Clinton campaign lawyer Michael Sussman not guilty of lying to the FBI, because of course that's what they were going to find. Okay, this is a Fed court in D.C. implicating the FBI, knew some shit and didn't act on it. Of course this was always going to be the fucking the outcome. Okay, the only other person tried in relationship to Russiagate, okay, was another fucking peripheral lawyer. Okay, and what did he get? A little bit of parole. That's about it. That's all they were ever going to get. This is so fucked anyways. And that was the one person directly correlated to the Michael Flynn stuff. I wasn't following that stuff quite as closely as a bunch of other people out there were, but yeah, if you defame and hurt the politics and the political aspirations of a political outsider, you can get away with murder, especially if your last name is Clinton. Sussman was charged with one count of lying to the government because he told a bureau official ahead of the 2016 election that he had not, bringing derogatory information about then presidential candidate Donald Trump and Russia on behalf of the client. I have something time-sensitive and sensitive I need to discuss, Sussman wrote to FBI lawyers James Baker in a text message before the meeting. I'm coming on my own, not on behalf of a client or a company. Want to help the bureau. That was a lie. Like, that's like a direct lie. And Robbie Mook, the head of the Clinton campaign for 2016, testified that they knew the information was a little bit sus. They couldn't corroborate it or verify it, and the one who gave it the good to go was Hillary Clinton herself. But yeah, no, don't worry about any of that stuff. I'm sure the jury definitely wasn't very well aware of a DC specific phenomenon known as Clintoncide. Baker testified during the trial that Sussman repeated that he wasn't acting on behalf of a client during the actual meeting, which took place one day after the text. Both Sussman and his firm later acknowledged he was bringing the information on behalf of a client. Oh, okay, cool. So there you go. It's directly written right down right there. Though they claimed it was not on behalf of Clinton, Trump's 2016 presidential rival. Oh, okay, cool. Sussman also represented News Star executive Rodney Joffe, whose company was contracted to monitor DNS traffic for the executive office. Prosecutors say Sussman worked with Rodney Joffe, who has said he was promised a position in the potential Clinton administration. I'm sure a lot of people were promised a lot of things, and then the old Trump just threw a wrench in those fucking plans. Forestall what we have right now, push it off for about 4 years, and the Clinton campaign to promote the information to the FBI in an attempt to sway the election. Clinton's campaign manager, Robbie Mook, testified that Clinton herself approved the plan to spread the allegations, which claimed that the Trump organization had a secret back channel with Russia's Alpha Bank to reporters, but said the campaign officials did not approve of Sussman taking them to the FBI because they worried that this would cause media outlets to delay reporting on them. FBI experts quickly determined the information from Sussman did not back up the allegations, and the CIA later concluded the claims were not technically plausible. Okay, cool. So yeah, he had all that stuff down there, right? He had all of that stuff to just mull over. So here's a statement from Durham in the aftermath. We're going to get to some more reactions on this because it's laughable but not unexpected. While we are disappointed in the outcome, we respect the jury's decision and thank them for their service. Thank you for your service. I also want to recognize and thank the investigators and the prosecution team that the dedicated efforts in seeking truth and justice in the case. Oh, God. I told the truth to the FBI, and the jury clearly recognized with their unanimous verdict today. Well, you have to in order to come to a decision in a fucking federal case, you moron. Sussman told reporters outside the courtroom. Yes, the big turnout right there. Durham, despite being falsely accused by everybody around you, I believe that justice ultimately prevailed in my case. Yeah, that's wonderful and fantastic. Even though, like we show, Clinton lawyer, FBI official texted for years after meeting, so continuing that relationship that fostered off the back of a lie, but it was a verifiable truth apparently as well. Yeah, that's great. Hillary Clinton campaign lawyer who took sketchy allegations to the FBI ahead of the 2016 election maintained communication via text message with the FBI official for years afterwards, including sharing an Epoch Times article. Newly published messages show the lawyer, Michael Sussman, took claims about then presidential, candidate, Donald Trump and Russia to then FBI counsel James Baker in September 2016. Time sensitive, I'm coming on my own. Yeah, that's wonderful, fantastic. Now you don't have to share a cot with somebody that would also be coming on his own as well. So what about the man who was plotted against? Okay, what did he have to say on this situation? Former President Donald Trump on May 31st said the legal system isn't working properly after a jury in Washington acquitted a former Hillary Clinton campaign lawyer who had been charged with lying to the FBI. Our legal system is corrupt, Trump said in his post on Truth Social, adding that our judges and justices are highly partisan, compromised, or just plain scared. Well, it was actually a jury trial, so yeah, they can come up with whatever justification they want to come to a frankly baffling decision. Because what, this guy would have been the fall guy, and what exactly? What would have came out of this? But we'll never know. But then again, this wasn't the culmination of Durham's probe anyway, so it's just funny. It's fucking hilarious. Jason Miller, a former Trump campaign aide, also reacted to the verdict, writing on Getter, all of these third-party social media in general is cancer, that Sussman admitted to giving opposition research to the FBI and not telling the Bureau that the research was conducted for Clinton. Yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, he still handed off bad information. So what, he just said that he wasn't acting on anybody's behalf, but he still collected and disseminated knowingly false information. Should have charged him on that, I guess. How did Sussman get off? Rigged system, Miller wrote. Sussman was accused of lying to the FBI. We don't need to run that back for like the 35th time. The defense said Sussman was not acting on behalf of a client, even though Sussman previously told members of the House of Representatives under oath that he was. Didn't you have that testimony that was also delivered under oath for impeachment purposes? Wouldn't that have been important? But then again, he also pled the fifth, and I don't think he testified. This all happened in federal court, so there was no cameras and no audio. You just have to go off of media reporting. We all know how reliable that is. Federal law prohibits making false statements, yes, or representations to the government. Yes, those are called perjury charges. And no, Amber Heard won't be facing any perjury charges, just to bring in another case we'll be talking about at some point today. And we got some sort of shade of that with Sussman here, but see how well that was followed through? They had a fucking testimony delivered to Congress that was under oath, and he contradicted that thanks to these charges that were brought up. And what sort of repercussions did he face? Fuck all. I don't think it should have been prosecuted, one juror told reporters. Oh yeah, no, exactly, with the big fucking Biden-Harris bumper sticker on the Prius as they drove out of the federal courthouse parking lot. There are bigger things that affect the nation than a possible lie to the FBI. That was from a lawyer? Or, I'm sorry, that was from a fucking juror? You can, oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Trump, oh yeah, regularly posts on Truth Social. Does he? I don't know. Not really following Truth Social or anything like that. Executives at the company accused Trump of inciting violence. Yes, for Twitter and all that kind of fuck shit. But whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Continuing to pimp truth. But yeah, I wish somebody would. Because if that's legitimately what one juror said, oh, we got better things to do, so you just fucking disregarded the charges that were brought in front of you. Whew, man, if you had any lingering aspirations as to thinking that there was any sort of truth, justice in the American way anymore, especially in Washington, D.C. and federal court, that should give you a good old fucking black pill for that system. But, yeah, man, we'll see what happens. I guess Durham will be going back to the drawing board to try to figure out what the fuck is actually going on out there, because that shit is whack as hell. With all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. Why don't you follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.